Welcome back to another great week of being on Laced Up with my boy LJ Lil Hood and special guest Emmanuel Love.
Hi, guys.
EJ Love.
All right, so to get us started off here, first off, Emmanuel, great to have you on here. So,
thank
tell us what position you play and a little bit about you.
Nose guard and tackle.
Y'all should see the film of EJ at nose guard. Just like the shot, the action shot.
Yeah.
It's funny.
What's funny about it?
Just like the way you
The
position
stance?
yourself. Yes, it's pretty hilarious.
I've heard. It works for me though.
Works for EJ. That's all that
So,
matters.
getting back to the game last Friday,
Killed
big
him.
win,
Killed him.
2-0 in district play, big week this week.
Big week.
Thoughts on the opponent coming down?
I'm not scared.
I think we definitely got a shot.
I mean, I don't think they're the number one team in our class, but
I heard they were freaking really good last year, but I think if we just play how I know we can.
yeah, we kill them.
I think it's an opportunity to go make a name for ourselves and really establish ourselves in our class.
Facts.
So, go out there, take care of business, do what our coach do. In good shape.
And kill them.
Looking not to get too far ahead of things, looking at next week.
Short week.
Short week, fall break. We got Valiant at Valiant, which is almost like a rivalry.
Yeah, Valiant don't like us. We don't like them. You know how it is. They got a few players that like to talk, and we got a few players that like to talk back. So
Yeah, and that's
fun.
Well, I don't know nothing about that, so.
So back to Vian. I don't know. I feel like they're gonna be scrappy. I watched film against Eufaula and they're not very nice. They're kind of taunty.
well. Here's the deal with Vian and Eufaula. Vian and Eufaula are big time rivals,
Are they?
and they are very competitive because they have both been good for years. So
Really?
you're talking about a rivalry that a lot of times. I mean, they've ran into each other in the playoffs before.
I feel like
You know, I wouldn't say the game's. It's important, obviously, but I feel like it's more than what it's sought out to be. Like, you know, it's a spot. It's a chance for the number one team in the district, but it's also, you know, a couple of years ago, a few Atoka alumni got the absolute dog beat out of them a few times by
Vian.
So I feel like the Atoka alumni would love to see us go out and beat them, especially since they're ranked number one.
A win like that would be very, very special to not only just the football program, but the school as a whole, for sure.
prove ourselves, show Oklahoma that Vian's frauds. I kind of want to see. Today's Tuesday, correct?
While he's pulling this up, looking at our district last week, what did you think of Henrietta? They struggled big time.
Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know. I remember after the game, I went and looked at the score, and I was a little blown away. Henrietta beat Wilburton 25-12, which, in the grand scheme of things, yeah, it's a win, but it's
They
not
didn't hit their point total, though, which is good because, in case y'all don't know, in order, like, if there was a tie in district standings, it goes off points. So you can only max out at 15 points. So it's important. That's why it's important you try to beat opponents by.
as many as possible.
Yeah.
Which Coach Cup likes to let off the gas a little bit.
No, but we hit our point totals is the thing. Last 2 weeks we've hit them.
True. We're going to hit our point total this week. I don't think the Oklahoma has released their rankings yet, but every week, for anybody that doesn't know, the Oklahoman ranks, or doesn't rank, but they give a score predictions to the high school sports in Oklahoma. So last week, or the week before, Wilburton,
We were picked to win by 3.
they on our homecoming, at our home field, they said we were going to win 24-21, and everybody knows how that turned out.
Versus a team who hadn't won a game in 24 straight.
It was more than that. It was like, oh no, it
1
wasn't.
and 32 in
it was
their
like,
last 33.
yeah, they still are 0-5 right now. So as of right now, they're like 1-34 in their last 35.
What's y'all's opinion on this? Here we go. Y'all think Morris or Wilburton will win?
I think it'll be Wilburton.
I think Wilburton will beat Morris.
It's hard. I really only go against the players on the line. I'd say Wilburton was more aggressive, but Morris was like
Way bigger.
bigger. But bigger doesn't always mean better.
That's
'cause
true.
I think because if Wilburton played how they played against us, I think Wilburton would probably win.
Question for you, EJ. It's a little off topic to what we've been talking about. What is the biggest difference you've noticed coming from, I believe, Georgia to Oklahoma? What is the biggest difference you've noticed, and what do you like specifically about Oklahoma?
I came from a 6A school, and I lived in the city. So coming from there to this small town is, a big change. I know everybody. Everybody kind of knows me already. That's kind of, that's different. I don't dislike it. I actually kind of like it. It's not too much going on. It's, over here. I like how, I like the football over here more. I actually get to play and be able to help the team out. Over there, I didn't really get to play any. There's just so many kids.
EJ's a dog.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And he brought us one of our better coaches.
Oh,
One of the best coaches.
My uncle.
Coach Cam.
Coach Cam.
Coach Cam.
Yeah.
So I want to start doing this thing, Peyton, every week when we're on the podcast. I want to predict games. I feel like that's something good to do.
I'm not score predicting. I will predict win-loss.
I think score predicting is not too bad.
It's a lot of.
But let's go look at who plays in our district this week. So obviously we'll play Vian. What do you think? What's your score prediction for this week?
I say it's going to be a dogfight. I say it'll be a scratch and claw game. In my opinion, Lindsay played better versus us than anybody they've played all year. Like, they just came out firing. So, and I think we played a tougher non-district than Vian. And so I think Vian's – I'm not saying they're – I'm not knocking off anything about them. Like, I think they're a great team.
Mm-hmm.
I think they've earned number one. They've shown that they could be number one. But I think that they haven't played anybody yet, and we're getting better week in and week out. So I believe that Friday will be a scratch and dog fight, but I see us coming out. In a close game, I could see it probably been 28-34, 28-35, maybe 26-34. I mean, you never know. But I see us coming out on top Friday. I really do.
All right, let me go see.
What's your opinion on the game?
My opinion on the game?
Make your pick.
I think, honestly, I think there's two things that are going to happen. Either we're going to come out, half the team's going to come out with the mindset that we can't win, or you need the absolute break speed off of us, or we're all going to come out with the mindset that we're going to beat the brakes off them, and they're going to roll up here and think, oh man, Atoka's an easy win, and then they're going to get surprised, and then they're going to get beat. That's what I think
I've
is
seen
going
it
to happen.
with most of the players. Only a couple have been like, I think we could win. Most of the people have been like, they're just going to blow us out. And it doesn't matter. They're fine. Yeah, but if you think like that, you're going to lose every game.
Exactly.
It takes a whole team to win, man. But all it takes is 3 or 4 guys set belief in others, and then
Peyton, you are number 3 in the district for passing yards.
I'm catching up, coming from behind.
I'm just playing. Receiving yards, I'm not even on the list. I don't know. Prince is number 1 right now. I am number 12. Tough break.
You've been playing good. Like,
all right, Valiant goes to. Do they go? No, they go to Henrietta this week.
I'm gonna go to Henrietta. I'm gonna take. It's a tough one. I don't know how good Valiant is. I've watched everybody in our district's live streams. I just don't know how good Valiant is. Valiant doesn't play anybody, so I'm taking Henrietta, and it'll either be a blowout or it'll be. I mean, there's nothing to it. Either way, it'll be a blowout. I don't know how.
I'm taking Henrietta 24-21. I think Valiant comes out, gives them a fight. I don't think Valiant's a bad team. I think they have good athletes. I don't know. We'll just see how it turns out. What do you think, EJ?
You're asking me. I've never really heard of these teams. Man.
Yeah, okay. We talked about this a little earlier, but EJ's not really from around here, for all y'all that don't know, so he
I
doesn't
came a
know a
couple
lot
months
about the Oklahoma lore.
Yeah, I know about the ones we've played, and I know a little bit.
About a few of the others. I don't know, just like looking at the team in the past that Valiant's had, and I know a few of their players. I don't know, I feel like they have a chance against Henrietta. Either that or Henrietta's going to beat the brakes off them after last week. But I don't really know. I don't know, especially after that
What about
performance last
Antlers? Who does Antlers go to?
Let's go look. Antlers is 0-4 right now, and they go to they play Morris at home. That is definitely a win for Antlers.
You never know. You never know. Antlers has some good players.
I take Antlers.
Very well coached team. They got a great coach.
I think
Coach
Antlers
Beasley.
wins 14-0. I feel like that's not
18-0. 18-0. I can see it in 18-0.
18-0.
Antlers goes for 2. So
You want to put your opinion in on that one, EJ? What do you think? Antlers
versus
Morris.
Morris, yeah, I think Antlers is gonna win.
Antlers comes out on top.
But I don't know nothing about the points. But
I got you. That's good. All right.
what about Spyro?
Spyro. Let's see who they play this week. Not Spirit. Jeez Louise.
He can't spell it. He can catch a ball and he can intercept a ball, but he can't spell.
Okay. Spyro plays Wilburton.
Give me Wilburton. Give me Wilburton. That's upset pick of the week. Give me Wilburton. Actually, no, not upset pick of the week. Obviously, we're beating the number 1 team. Give me Wilburton, second upset of the week. Here we go.
You think that's an upset?
I'm going to go with the upset.
I don't know, man. I think on paper, Wilburton is the better team.
I mean, being that how many they lost in a row, it's going to be called an upset either way. They could go play the worst team in the state of they're probably referred to as the
Well, the worst team in
as long
the
as they
state.
win, it's
The worst
right to
team.
the street.
The worst team in our class is actually Tishomingo. Not surprised. All right, Spyro. Who else do we have left?
Spyro Valiant. Okay.
We looked at Wilburton. We looked at Henrietta. We looked at Morris. Is that everybody?
Pretty well.
All right, then. That's our predictions for the week.
So there's some good football all the way around this week. Let's talk about Saturday. I'm sure y'all have heard about Saturday, about all the games that are on Saturday.
Oh, college?
OU, Texas,
OU, Texas.
Oregon, Ohio State.
Oregon, Ohio State. Top
Isn't Texas number 1 this year?
Yeah.
Yes. But last year, Texas was number 3. You still beat them.
Yeah.
I miss Dylan Gabriel.
What's y'all's take on that? Y'all taking OU or Texas?
I'm taking OU any day of the week, all day.
He's thinking about it.
EJ's taking his Georgia Bulldogs.
I think Georgia's better.
I mean,
I'm just kidding.
they're a good team.
I really don't know. If we're going off like my statistical standpoint, I'd say that Texas is gonna win just because they're number 1. But
Nobody knows them well for a game.
I mean, they've been unpredictable. I don't think.
2 number 1 upsets this week. Us and Oklahoma, Texas.
Both my schools. What do y'all expect on Friday? Like, what are y'all going in and expect? Like,
I expect to not get anything I expect. I expect the unexpected.
Nothing's given to you. Everybody knows that.
Everybody knows that. I think on our team, everybody knows that. They're not just going to roll up in here and hand it to us. They may roll up in the mindset of they're going to beat us. Like, they're just going to walk in here and beat us, but they're not just going to give it to us.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to give it to them.
Yo, Jay the Hood. He's down there somewhere. So let's talk about Friday night, about a little more in-depth about the game. Slow start. Cannot happen this week. We started out pretty slow.
True that. We need that same start we had against Lindsay.
Yeah.
We went one drive, didn't score, got the ball back, went down, scored. And then after that, it was score time. And then, about the middle of the third quarter, we kind of let it up.
So, what do you think? What was the key Friday? Then what we done? success?
I
I'll
just-
let EJ go first.
All right, go ahead.
The key, like how we won.
Yeah, what was the key to our success?
I feel like since we knew we had like a chance, like most of our players were more aggressive and man, I don't even know. I think we just played pretty good.
I think, we had a slow start in the beginning. And I remember sitting there, and it was almost halftime, and I was looking at the score, and I was like, there is no way we were only up 7-0 right now. And then Peyton Pugh, throw the ball to Prince Coleman, down the field, touchdown, Wampus Cats. So that put us up 14. Did we go into halftime up 21-0, or did we go into halftime up 14-0?
I believe we went halftime at 14-0.
Okay, well, I remember
Because
being
we were knocking on the door of scoring, and we just got a delay of game, the penalty that kind of shot us in the foot.
I remember being in the locker room halftime. I wasn't really mad, but I wasn't happy because I knew we should have been up more. I wanted to pile points on. I'm that type of person.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just feel like it looks better on paper if, you beat a team. We definitely had the chance to score another touchdown there at the end.
Yeah, it's all right, though. I mean, we got out of there healthy. We hit our point total.
Yeah, well,
So it's fine.
I just think whenever players see that, other players see that. Not other players, but other teams.
There is
coaches.
something I want to mention about Friday night. LJ LaHood climbing the ladder for the interception.
I remember that one interception he got. I was like, oh, he got it.
I just started chanting his name on the sideline. I did, because I'm running out there for offense. And here's the deal. We're trying to go score again. And everybody on the sideline's yelling, go down, go down, go down. And what's LJ doing? He's still carrying this guy.
All right, well, I just
He's
want
going nowhere. He's just dragging him with him, and then he bounces off another one. And I'm like, please go down.
I just want y'all to remember one thing. Whenever I'm in the game, I don't hear nothing. I am
You're
so out
locked
of it. The same thing happened last year, okay? This isn't football. Regionals basketball. And we went to Lindsay and played them, and we were only down a couple points. And I just remember Lindsay had the ball, and I was in my zone. And I was locked in on this defender. And everybody was yelling to foul, 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 foul.
And you didn't.
And I finally it clicked. I got self-aware again, or surrounding aware. And I heard everybody screaming, so I went and smoked him like an idiot. And they gave me like not a regular foul. I don't remember what it was. It wasn't it was a flagrant. Gave me a flagrant foul. And they got to shoot free throws and they got the ball back.
And everybody was mad at you.
We ended up losing that game, and that was the game that beat us out. So whenever I'm playing, I'm kind of locked in. I'm in my zone.
All right. What did y'all think of the field?
Their field
Their field.
wasn't awful.
Yeah,
Played on worse.
it was kind of lopsided. I that's actually my first time seeing the field goals short.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've only played. How many games have we played this season?
5.
I've only played 5 games in football.
Nice. We'll play on worse fields than that, to be honest. We played on a field. Who else has short?
Lexington did. They didn't have a very nice field.
They did not. Marietta's field wasn't very nice. It was super patchy. Hey, speaking of, I was talking to somebody about this. It is so hard to, base people, because Valiant's out here killing other teams, but Valiant lost to Rush Springs, and I know Rush Springs isn't very good.
Football's a weird sport.
It is a weird sport, and Rush Springs lost to Marietta.
Football's a weird sport. That's what I'm saying. I've said it multiple times on here. Is anybody can lose to anybody on a given week. You just never know. Do y'all have any comments you want to add in this episode?
I think we're gonna go out and kill them.
Expect a big week from the Wampus Cats. Anything you want to add, EJ?
Be ready.
EJ, how many sacks you getting this week?
32.
30. Every play.
As many as I can get.
I don't know. Their line. What do you think about their line?
I saw the film with Ryan. They're pretty aggressive, more aggressive than I've seen the other ones. But I feel like kind of just play good, then I can stop.
EJ got that dog in him, that Georgia Bulldog in him.
Well, so we have nothing else. It's been a shorter episode than expected on Lace Stuff this week. But just know the Wampus Cats are coming out to take care of business this week. And look forward to seeing y'all all there. This is Peyton Pugh, co-host with LJ LaHood, and special guest EJ Love, signing off. Thank y'all.
Bye.